Good morning, sixth graders. I'm obviously not here today, kind of unexpectedly. I have a sick kid at home, so I'm going to have to be there with him. But I'm going to go through in this video what you're going to be working on today, and then take care of business. Even though you have a guest teacher, you still have the work to do with, it's going to be the 3D puzzle that you're finishing up. So the first thing is going to be finishing up your actual 3D puzzle on Tinkercad, and then after that it'll be answering the conclusion questions. And so I'll go over that real quick where that's located. The people who are already finished with task number 6, meaning you don't have to do anything for it, you just move on to the conclusion questions, are Landon, Bao, Thomas, Charles, Marcus, David, Addie, Gary, and Paloma. If I did not call your name right now, that means you're going to be working on task number 6, finishing up your 3D puzzle pieces in Tinkercad. And for those of you who are finished, please help your classmates who aren't quite finished yet. If they have questions of how to group things on Tinkercad or the rules that they have to follow of 5 pieces. So help each other out with that. And then once you're done, you're going to go to your design notebook. And it is the final task, which is number 8. You're going to click on that and find the conclusion questions. There's 5 of them. And go in depth with your answer. And so one of the questions, what was the biggest challenge you had on the 3D puzzle? And for this question and the next question, don't think about just creating the actual puzzle pieces on Tinkercad. Maybe that was the most challenging, but there is other things we did throughout this project, from the starters and lessons on Tinkercad, the design brief, the vocab definitions. Maybe it's actually using Tinkercad and how to move things, group things, any of that. So try to be detailed with what was challenging for you. And then the next one is, again, try being detailed of what were you successful at? What are examples that you were successful at throughout this whole project? The next question, why is it important for an engineer to be aware of the criteria and constraints before beginning a project? And these are 2 of your vocab words. It is mainly what you did in task number 4 for the design brief, and that's where you went over the rules of how many pieces can you make? What sizes are they going to be? How many cubes are you going to make? So all of those rules, which are criteria and constraints, why is it important to know that information before you actually start making it on Tinkercad and making your pieces? And the last 2 you'll notice are should do a little bit higher level questions. How does using a program like Tinkercad benefit you when creating designs? And lastly, why is it important to document your work in the design notebook? So throughout this project, you are putting your work into the design notebook, taking screenshots, giving proof to me. Why is that important to put it in here? And so that's your assignment for today, is finishing up your 3D puzzle on Tinkercad and then answering these conclusion questions. So take care of business today. Be kind to each other and make good choices. We'll see you on Friday.